everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a Q&A, and I haven't done one in so long, and I really am just excited to sit down and answer some of your questions. I pulled questions from Tumblr, Snapchat, Instagram DMs, so a bunch of different places, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the first question is, what extracurricular activities are you involved in? So I am involved in student council, which I love doing, also in outreach and doing service projects for helping the community. I really like doing that as well. And then I started 2 clubs. One is just getting off the ground, and then I started another club last year that I've been working a lot on. And then also this year I've become a social media manager, which is also something that I'm excited to start working on. So I love working on things that I actually enjoy doing, especially for school, because it makes everything so much more interesting. Next question, has junior year been as hard as everyone usually says it is? I would definitely say it's a lot more work, but I've just learned to manage my time a lot better, and I have also learned to work ahead, because during the week you don't know how much homework you're going to get that night, but if you know things over the weekend that are due, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, I try to get those out of the way. That way I can go to bed early, that I'm not staying up super late. However, I have had some long nights, but just remember that it is going to all pay off in the future. Okay, the next question is, hey Emily, you always seem so confident and put together. I've been having a hard time in high school. How do you stay above the crowd and not get sucked into everything? This question is actually the reason why I decided to do this video, because I think it is so important, especially for young girls, to hear from, I'm 17 years old, I'm in the heart of high school, I'm in junior year, and the way I just stay above it, one, you have to have confidence, you have to have a strong sense of self, and you need to know your goals. And a lot of that comes from, I spend a lot of time with my family, and we're all very, very close. I have great relationships with my parents, and I'm super close with my sisters, and they're my best friends, so I enjoy spending time with them. And I also surround myself with friends who I know are going to lift me up and make good decisions. And going off of that is, I have a strong set of values that I'm never really going to stray from, and I also try to never put myself in situations that are going to end badly. And I like to put my energy into things like my YouTube channel and like my website, because those are the things that get me so excited and motivated about life and keep me going. And also, I wanted to just include this. My mom, ever since we were little, she always says, be good, be kind, be careful, and to me that sums it up. If you're thinking about making something that's not going to be the best decision, think how this is going to affect you in the future, and what are the outcomes? Is it worth it? Probably not. So that's usually what I go by. Alright, the next question sort of goes along with the other one, and Emily, I love how classy you are and you always carry yourself with such poise. Do you find it hard to stay true to yourself with clothing when everyone around you seems to not be dressing like you? So I also really like this question, and again, going off of what I said before, it is hard when everyone around you is dressing like hoochie mamas and you're like, what is going on? I love clothing, I love styling, I've always loved fashion, and I'm not going to dress like everyone else in high school just because they're doing it. There are enough girls showing enough skin and doing all the things that I don't need to be a part of it, and I truly love the way I dress because I feel great in it. I feel confident, and I really feel sometimes like I can just conquer the world. What are good ways to feel more secure and confident about yourself, especially in high school? This is another really great question, and I think with that, I'm going to say I was raised this way to have a strong sense of self and to be confident and sure of who you are and really not let anybody change that about you. So I think from the core that comes from that, but also communication especially is a huge thing, and also being self-aware I think is huge. And if I had to offer one piece of advice for someone going into high school, it is to be self-aware. Know your own emotions, know other people's emotions, be able to read a situation well, and I think that also helps. And with my mom, we have great communication. Having a mentor to look at, to talk to things about is also great. And then having faith, I also think really helps me personally a lot. The next question is, what is one tip you can offer up to someone going into high school? So obviously it's important to stay organized and stay on top of your work and to make sure to make good friends and good decisions, everything like that. However, something that's a little different that I don't really think a lot of people touch on a lot, but something that I've been taught ever since I was little is to ask questions. Especially this past year, a lot of people in my life that I've noticed, they talk about themselves a lot, and that's fine because we all love to talk about ourselves and we all love to share things in our life because that's what makes us excited. But it is so important to ask other people questions and to learn about them, because they really remember that and you feel a better connection. And I think it's important to not always talk about yourself and to be, again, self-aware of when you should, be interested in other people. Thank you for all your questions. I actually had a lot of fun doing this video, and I like talking about different things. And I wanted to end the video with a quote from Coco Chanel, who's a style icon. Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. So for everyone, all the young girls watching this, be yourself, stay true, stay above the crowd, you're confident, and remember, just focus on your goals and focus on the future because you're going to do amazing things. I just know it. And until next time, I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone!